Namaste, I'm Vajra. Welcome to today's breathwork practice. It's actually a tutorial on a commonly practiced breathing technique called breath of fire. And today I'm going to instruct Kapalabhati, which is translated as skull shining breath. And there's a slight difference between Kapalabhati and breath of fire, which I'll explain in another video. But for all intents and purposes, Kapalabhati and breath of fire are relatively interchangeable. In just 3 minutes, you can completely purify the circulatory system. It's a very cleansing breath. It helps increase oxygen to the brain and to the blood. It helps release toxins and chemicals. It helps to expand your lung capacity. It increases your energy by increasing the oxygen available in your system. It stimulates blood flow to the digestive region, which can help with metabolic functioning. It improves focus and mental clarity. There's something about this forced exhale, which I will explain to you, that helps to clear stagnation in the physical realm, but also on an energetic level. The contraindications for this breath are if you have high blood pressure, you may not want to do this breath. If you're pregnant, because we're going to be stimulating a sharp exhale through the belly, you may not want to do this breath. And if you have cardiac or respiratory issues, this may be hard for you. And in that case, long, deep breathing is a practice all on its own. Now, it'll probably take me longer to explain to you the instructions than we actually take us to do the breath, but I will look to be concise. This breath does require a certain amount of activation of the belly, the abdominal muscles, in addition to a little bit of coordination for exhaling out the breath through the nose and letting the inhale be passive through the nose. I'll give a demonstration, I'll give an explanation, and I'll give helpful hints on how we can get there before we actually get into it. So it looks something like this. I'm breathing out sharp exhales through my nose and simultaneously hugging, pushing my belly button in towards my spine. You can watch my hand here on the right, and I'm just going to keep pointing to my nose to indicate that I'm breathing through the nose. Nice long spine as usual, nice seat with a pillow or a cushion, or if you need to sit in a chair, that's fine. I inhale and I exhale all the breath out. And I take a very small inhale, and then I begin. There you have it. That was a very short round of breath of fire, but I can already feel the effects of increased oxygen in the system. So as I said, you can start like this, a sharp exhale and pull the belly back. Just the exhale. You'll notice, even without you having to do it, that the inhale comes in. Try it again. That's it. Now, this hugging back of the belly button, as I said, it does require a certain amount of abdominal strength. That's another benefit of this pose, abdominal strengthening, right? To further practice, kind of a simple way into it, it's a funny way, is like this dog panting breath. So you're going to open your mouth, stick out your tongue, and imagine that you're panting like a dog. Close your mouth at a certain moment and see if you can continue the rhythm and the sequence, right? You can pause now if you need to and practice just getting the rhythm and the coordination of the breath for yourself. But we're going to move into a 3-minute breath of fire practice here. I want you to really pace yourself. Slow and steady wins the race here. If you go too fast too soon, you're going to run out of steam before we have completed the cycle of purification. You want to be able to maintain a consistent rhythm throughout the practice. As always, I'll explain it in many of our practices, the consistency of the rhythm helps with the balance, helps with the harmonization of the chemistry of the right and left sides of the brain, of the body, of what's called the nadis, or the channels of information that we carry in our system. So close your eyes, sit up tall, take a big, long, deep inhale and exhale. When you get to the bottom tip of your exhale, you'll just take a slight inhale in, and then we'll begin all together. Your hands can stay on your knees for this moment. Keep going. I'm going to walk you throughout the practice. If the rhythm that I established was too fast or too slow, really be sure to find your own rhythm. Again, it's a rhythm that you can manage. Sharp exhales through the nose, pulling the belly back. Soft, passive inhales in through the nose that will help sustain, again, the rhythm. You're already halfway there. It's a minute and a half to go. You're doing a great job, I'm sure, of purifying your system, of really reaching into those deep recesses of the lungs and of the bloodstream that don't always get tapped into and touched, and moving energy, moving breath, moving space, moving oxygen into those places so that that energy, that cellular energy, can be rejuvenated and re-enlivened and reawakened. Last minute here. If you need to take any pauses now while we're just starting this practice, you can take a moment and take a deep inhale and a deep exhale, or 2 or 3. And then for the last 30 seconds, let's jump back into this breath all together now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen closely. You're going to inhale a nice long deep breath fully through the system all the way up to the top, and you're going to squeeze your center and you're going to hold the breath in. We're going to do this 3 times. If you can pull in the pelvic floor and the belly, the throat, lift up through the top of the head, take a moment. When you're ready, you can exhale through the nose, let all of the breath out. Do it nice and slow, nice and deep, nice and relaxing. Feel the energy settling towards the floor. And when you touch the floor, you touch the bottom of the exhale, you're going to inhale deeply all the way up from the tailbone to the crown to the top of your head. Hold the center, open the heart, lift the chest, squeeze the belly, squeeze the pelvic floor. Keep holding the breath in. Now you're testing your limit point. Now you're testing your boundaries. Go just a little bit beyond what you think you can handle. And if it's a lot more than what I'm about to say, when I'm about to say release now, go ahead and do that. You can do this 3 times and it can be on your own. When you're ready, release the breath. Nice, slow, controlled exhale. And again, when you touch the floor, you're going to lift it all the way back up. 3rd breath in. 3rd holding pattern. See if you can lift the heart even as you pull in the pelvic floor, pull back the belly. See if you can lift up and enliven, illuminate the mind, soften the forehead. Look directly into the center of your mind, the center of your heart, the center of the being. Slight smile on the face, knowing that you can, you did, you came, you saw from the third eye, and you conquered, releasing the breath slowly with satisfaction. And then just pausing. And settling into that soft, silent space. You can sit as long as you like. I'll leave you here for now. All blessings on your journey. Thank you for being here. Namaste.